Hey guys, it's Wendy from Wellness Shared Collectively. Hope this video finds you all doing well. Wanted to do a short video today for those of you who deal with anxiety and panic attacks, kind of building on the breathing square technique that we had done before. If you haven't checked out that video, please make sure that you watch it. We will be referring back to that type of technique without explaining really how to do it. So it's very helpful if you watch that video first and then watch this one to learn how to add on to it. So one of the things that I have found through my own journey through dealing with anxiety is that when anxiety or a panic attack actually hits, when you're in the thick of it, when it's like the real moment, sometimes that breathing technique in and of itself is not enough. Sometimes you need to do a little bit more in order to bring yourself back to center and get yourself a little bit more grounded so that you can regain that kind of sense of control. So one of the things that I do is I combine a few different modalities that I have become familiar with over the years. So obviously the first one is the breathing squared technique, so that factors into it. Then I add on something that's called EFT, or emotional freedom technique, or tapping. Some of you may be familiar with that. For those of you who aren't, the first time that you see it, it can seem a little strange, looks a little weird when you first see it. But believe me, when you utilize this technique, it is very powerful, it's very calming, it's very effective. The other thing that I add in is a move from Qigong. It is an old Chinese methodology. It's similar to Tai Chi. More people are familiar with that. Qigong is very similar. It moves a little bit faster, but it's very good for energy clearing and centering and grounding as well. So basically, the way that the technique works, and you can do this anywhere, but I recommend that when that anxiety or panic hits, the first thing that I suggest you do is find a place where you can sit on the floor. So sit on the floor. That's how I am today. You can sit cross-legged or however on a cushion. It doesn't matter. Just getting to the floor is the safest and most effective way for you to ground yourself and your energy. So I do suggest that you get to the floor. If you are somewhere where you can't get to the floor, like say you're at work or you're in a shopping mall, just sitting in a chair or on a bench, even a bathroom stall will work. Just somewhere where you can sit and be quiet for a moment and gather your thoughts. So the first thing that you're going to do once you sit on the floor is you're going to bring your hands to heart center. I like to do that as it just kind of focuses bringing my energy to my center. You can close your eyes or not. I like to close my eyes, and this is where I'm going to do the breathing squared technique. When you're in the moment of it, you are not going to try to count how many reps you're doing. I only suggest that you do it until you feel like you're getting some sort of semblance of catching your breath. So, sit there, do it as long as you need to, or, if you only need to do it a couple times and then you feel like you're catching your breath already, great, move on to the next part. But again, you stay in this position, doing your breathing. Breathe as deep as you can. I know that when you're in the moment, it's very hard to catch your breath, but really focus on getting that breath. You don't necessarily have to do the hold part, but do make sure that you're taking in a deep breath and you're releasing on the exhale. So once you've done the breath a few times, you're going to add in the tapping. Now, for the tapping, you can either watch this video to do it, or if you can't remember the steps or you do it in a different order, it doesn't matter. The point is that you're just trying to refocus your energy. So when you tap, the first place you're going to do is on the side of your hand. So you're just going to tap. Some of the things that they say is, to say positive affirmations to yourself. I find that when I'm kind of in a moment of anxiety or something, I say something like, I am well, I am safe, I am well, I am safe. And I just keep repeating that. Do that, 3 to 5 times. Again, when you're in the moment, you're not going to count. Just do it till you feel you're ready to move on to the next part. The next one that you're going to do is at your eyebrow. So you go right where the eyebrow kind of meets the center of the nose. You're just going to tap there. Again, just kind of repeating in your head, I am well, I am safe, I am well, I am safe. The next part is you move to the outer eye, kind of right where you feel that bone there, not really on your temples, just right in front of it, and you're just gonna tap there. Same thing. I am well, I am safe. And then you move to under the eye. I am well, I am safe. I am well, I am safe. The way I remember it too is you're kind of going down the face. So when you start here, then you're working your way down. Because then the next part is just above the lip, kind of where you feel that teardrop part under your nose. So you're going to tap there. I am well, I am safe. I am well, I am safe. Next part is that crease on your chin. You're going to tap there. I am well, I am safe. I am well, I am safe. And then the next part you move down to is you find your collarbone, where it is, and just come about an inch down from there. You can tap there. I am well, I am safe. I am well, I am safe. And then when you're ready to move on from there, you're going to tap, it doesn't matter which side, one or the other side. I just tend to always go to my right side. It's right at the bra line, so it's just underneath your arm. You're just going to tap there. So, same thing, I am well, I am safe. I am well, I am safe. And the last place that you're going to tap, you kind of get to feel like a little bit of a monkey on top of your head. I am well, I am safe. I am well, I am safe. When you feel ready, you're done tapping. Hands back to heart center and breathing. Again, still trying to bring your breath to a place where it's slowing. Hopefully by this point you're already starting to feel a little bit better. And then there's just the one move from Qigong, and it's basically just to stretch and clear the energy from your aura. Your aura is the energy that surrounds you. So this technique is great for that. It's called the Great Bear Swimming. It's very easy to do, very easy to remember. You just start with your hands here, and on the inhale, you bring your arms up and around. Kind of imagine bringing your shoulder blades together. So you're actually stretching. You're stretching across the chest. You feel it in your back. You want to loosen that part in your inhale. And that's also clearing that energy space. And then as you start to exhale, your hands are coming around, facing up to offer that energy out, and curl your back over and out on the exhale. So then you're just going to do that a few times. It's great to loosen you up, and it just, you know, when you're synchronizing it with your breath, it really helps bring you back to center. So you do that a few times till it helps loosen you up a little bit. Again, hands back to heart center. Sometimes I'll do a little neck stretch, just because I find that with anxiety, your neck gets so tight. I wear my shoulders as my earrings when this happens. Like, everything's tense. So the more stretching you can do, even if you just roll your shoulders, anything at the end, it's fine. Just improvise. Do what's right for you. So again, just to kind of go over the general technique is, start with the hands at heart center. You go through the tapping. You're done the tapping. Back, hands to heart center. The Great Bear Swimming, and after that, just some simple stretching to kind of loosen you up, and hopefully you're feeling so much better by then, feeling much more grounded, much more centered. Hopefully the anxiety or the panic attack is already starting to pass. So I hope that's very helpful for you. I hope that if you guys can let me know how it went, what you think of the technique. I had a lot of great feedback from the breathing square technique, so I'm happy to build onto it, and hope that you are all well and take good care of yourselves. Namaste.